Hey, Mark Shepard here, and it is day 2 of 90-day transformation challenge number 4 for me. I don't know what number it is for you. It might be your first one. And yesterday, the assignment was to decide at least one thing that you want to work on, and to take stock, to measure where you are. Where are you? How do you know where you are? How do you know that the thing you want to work on needs to be improved, right? So that looking back 90 days from now or 89 days from now, you look back and go, well, I made progress, right? And one of the other things I suggested, and I will keep suggesting, is you write stuff down. I keep a whiteboard here in my main room of my house, and I've taken a photograph of this. Michael Guerin is still here. He's going to head out this morning. We've been talking nonstop for 2 days, and a lot of the stuff on the list, he's taking care of his part, or he will be taking care of his part, because we do work together. He's the man behind the scenes, and so we just, in fact, had a wonderful hour of conversation while we had coffee in front of my wood stove in the other room. And last night, we went out to dinner, we came back, and I got out my guitar, and I started playing. And I think 3 new songs are in this camera that I'm talking to right now. I just turned the camera on and played the guitar for an hour. And this new form is really emerging. And it is the integration very deeply of the singing hypnotist, right? Songs came through. Mike and I were having a conversation. I said, stop. And I started singing back to him some of the key ideas that he was talking about, right? So that to me is one of the major shifts that's already underway for this 90-day challenge for me, that I've struggled for so long with, do I do music or do I do hypnosis? Do I do music or do hypnosis? And by hypnosis, I mean NLP and timeline and all the mind mastery tools that up to this point have enabled me to do music for 40 years, and to just keep doing it and keep writing and keep, picking myself up and brushing myself off when it seemed like it was impossible, right? And all of a sudden, these two fields seem to be more and more integrated. So, they may have started out as circles like this, but now there are more and more circles like this, so the music, might have been, this circle. We'll put some musical notes. And the hypnosis might have been in this circle. We'll do a little spiral to indicate hypnosis, right? But now they're kind of moving together, and it's okay that, sometimes I just want to make music, right? Sometimes I just want to play with my band. But isn't that hypnosis too? One of the key musical partners that I've discovered in the last year, Joy Adler, is a healer. She's a Barbara Brennan healer. And she totally got and kind of reflected back to me the idea that music and energy healing are not separate. They're not different things, right? And our culture separates things all the time. We're always, separating things out. And so the whole point for you is, this is not something where you're going to beat up on yourself if you don't reach your goals, right? This is a process of uncovering your deepest purpose. And you may not be ready to take it to Broadway yet. You know what I mean? You are where you are. I've been working on this for a long, long time. And my overriding purpose and passion is to take what I do and to find a way to serve people with it at the same time that I can make an abundant living doing what I was born to do, right? That's been my guiding principle for a long time, and I've tried lots of different things. I've failed at lots of, quote unquote, failed at lots of different things in that process. And ultimately, as I look back, my experiences inform me now in my current time of life. And I'm not done. There's more to learn, right? Just got a book called Desk Bound, Standing Up in a Sitting World. One of the big changes I made last year was maybe it was 2 years ago now, I got rid of my habit of sitting at my computer all day and working. Now I stand, and I have 2 standing locations. I have a computer in my front office, and then I keep my laptop in the kitchen or in the back of the house where the fireplace is or the wood stove is. And I will work on a project over there and get that computer processing and uploading or doing something, and then I'll come and work on this computer. And so I'm walking and moving and standing. And that has led to not a quantum leap in my energy, but a significant measurable increase in my energy and my well-being, and the chronic neck pain that I had seems to be gone, right? I'm constantly improving and constantly looking to improve everything in my life. Everything that I do, I want to improve. It's part of the process. So be gentle with yourself. And today we're gonna create a simple process for a goal. I've taught this before. I teach it in my NLP training. I teach it in workshops. If you've already seen this, do this process again with me, right? And the process is to imagine a timeline of your life, and we're going to put this goal in the future. So we're going to make now right here. The past is that way, and the future is going to be that way. A lot of people have their future out to their right. For some people, your future may be in front of you, in which case, just kind of in your mind, turn the timeline so that the future goes that way for you, right? However, we want to literally create a visual as well as kinesthetic and auditory, experience of your goal. What it is you want, right? Who you want to become, what it is you want to accomplish is very flexible, and you can do one of these for every goal, or you can create one big picture where you're doing all the things you want to do. Whatever it is you want to do is fine. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking this picture in now, and we're going to be making it much bigger, and we're going to then insert it into the specific date that you want to have accomplished what you want to have accomplished, right? So that specific date may be 90 days from now, or it may be 10 years in the future. It doesn't matter. Wherever you want. It could be tomorrow. It could be 15 minutes from now, right? So the process is to create a goal that is SMART, and many of you know the SMART goal thing because it's used in corporate America all the time, and one version of it, simple, measurable. That's what we talked about yesterday. As if now, realistic, and timed. And there's some variations on this that you'll find, but that basically is it, right? So you want to come up with a goal that's simple, measurable, as if now, realistic, and timed. And you want to write it out so it's a short sentence as possible, right? So you don't go, I want to lose 20 pounds by April 1st, for example. That's okay. You want to lose 20 pounds by April 1st, but it needs to be really specific. It is now April 1st, and I now weigh, and then you give your, X, whatever it is you want to weigh, right? Or I now wear a size 34 waist pants, or whatever it is, some specific thing that when you get to the target date, you go, wow, look, there it is, right? Because we need to communicate what it is you want to your unconscious mind clearly, simply, and as if now, right? And then that's what we're going to take and we're going to install in your unconscious mind at that date, right? Because that's how your unconscious mind is wired. This works, people. This really, really, really works. I think I did a lot more about it back in the summer of 2016. I did a whole goal setting thing with my Transformation Tuesday group of a couple of people that was coming to my house. So do this, right? I'm going to walk you through it right now because I want to keep this somewhat short. I know you're busy, but this is really important because we're at the beginning. Not all of the daily videos are going to be this long and involved, but I really want you to do this because this absolutely works. So you may need to stop the camera, go write down your goal, and come back and do this. And if you're just going to watch the whole thing, please repeat it, go back and watch it over again and do this exercise. This will transform your life. If you're serious about transforming your life, do this exercise. If not, just stop the video now, okay? And go listen to the song of the day. That's okay too. Not everybody is ready to do the big thing, right? But if you're serious about doing this, do it, right? So essentially, you have your thing. I'm just going to use weight loss to keep it simple, right? So it is now April 1st, and I now weigh 205 pounds average, right? Because I've noticed that my weight fluctuates can fluctuate as much as 5 or 6 pounds in a day. But I would like my center to be 205 pounds, right? Right now, my center is about 210 pounds. And this is not a huge goal for me. I'm fine if I don't make it. You also want to pick a goal that has some emotional energy. If you really want to achieve it, the more emotionally intense it is, the more likely your unconscious mind is going to get off its lazy ass and do something, right? Because our unconscious minds are like Labrador retrievers. They want to play, chase the tennis ball, or they want to sleep, or they want to eat, or they want to have sex. That's what our bodies want, right? So you want to have a goal that has some fire for you, that doesn't feel like it's a drag if you got it, something that you really want. I'm just using weight loss because it's simple, and I know time is of the essence right now. So what I'm going to do, and this is what I want you to do with your goal when we get it, is I'm going to make a big picture in my mind of the way I'm going to look at 205 pounds. And I'm going to first see myself in the picture, so I see what I look like, and then I'm going to step into the picture so I feel what that feels like. And it doesn't feel much different from now because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm trimming down. And I've been working on it for like 5 years, right? And I'm making small incremental changes. That's sustainable, right? So I'm seeing it, I'm stepping into it, feeling it. I may have an audio program. I may see a little movie of me just continue to do my workout program and measuring and looking at my numbers and seeing, well, the numbers have shifted. My body fat percentage is down to an average of 16, 17, between 16 and 17. I can see that. That's realistic. Right now I'm at 18. Sometimes, after I've had a holiday, sometimes I'm up a little higher, so I want to be down in the low 17s, high 16s. That's realistic. I think I can do that. It is now April 1st, and turning and looking back, and you also want to look back on your timeline. You want to look back that way and see all the changes that happened, see how far you've come, and you're going to at some point also, my eyes, you're also going to look out towards the future. Those are bad eyes, but whatever. Right? And see this thing continuing, right? So this is really self-hypnosis. It's a visual form of self-hypnosis. It's from timeline therapy, which was pioneered by Tad James, and which is the guy I studied with. But ultimately, it's a visual form of self-hypnosis, right? So imagine what you want, see it, step into it, see yourself in the picture, then pull the camera, look through your own eyes, then pull the camera back so you see yourself in the picture. Because if you only do it through your own eyes, your unconscious mind thinks you already have it. So we want to do both. We want to step in and feel what it would feel like, see what it would be like to look out through your eyes, having that thing that you desire to be true. and then pull the camera back, see yourself experiencing it as an observer, right? And that's the program we're going to drop into your unconscious mind. Now, that's not enough. Make it bigger. Make it all IMAX. Create a soundtrack, you know. For me, the National Geographic music or one of my own songs is the right music for me. You pick the music for you. If you like my music, great. There's a ton of transformation tunes here on the website or here on YouTube. Go to Mark Shepard songs. Go to my Bandcamp, markshepard.bandcamp.com. You can find my music, right? And use that. Or find music that suits you. But turn up your soundtrack so you have what you want. It's simple, it's measurable, it's realistic, it's as if now, it's timed, and you create a picture in your mind through your own eyes, and then you step out and look at it, and then you make it huge, you tune it up, you make the colors bright, you make it powerful and vibrant, and then, this is the cool part, this is from Hawaiian Huna, we take the picture, and we float up above the date that you want to have accomplished it. We breathe 4 deep breaths into it. And then we let it float down into the date and we feel it click into place like the piece of a puzzle. All right? And that's your assignment for today. Do that. And I know very few of you will, and that's okay. Do what you can do. Begin to open your mind to the possibility that you can control what your mind does. And you can change how you interpret the world. And you can focus your mind on the things that you desire in such a way as to make them so compelling and so appealing to your unconscious mind that your unconscious mind literally supports you in easily and effortlessly going for that thing and getting it. And if you don't get what you think you wanted, maybe there's something better that it's creating for you that serves the same purpose, right? So we call that letting go of the form. So once it's here, we double check, we look back at how far we've come and all the things that we can imagine having had to happen so that we could get here. And then we look out to the future and we see all the things that continue to happen so we can continue to expand and grow the things we want to expand and grow, right? You're not focusing on the things you don't want because we get what we focus on. So let go of what you don't want and make sure this goal, simple, measurable, as if now realistic in time, is a positive. Not that it's nice, but positive like, you know, a negative photograph versus a positive photograph, right? We want to focus on what we want because you've probably been focusing on what you don't want for a long time and you're still getting it. That's one of the key fundamental laws of the game of life that we aren't taught as children, right? So that's it for today. I wanted to keep this as short as possible. Please watch this again, really do this exercise, and write me an email. Let me know how you're doing. If you're having trouble with it or if you got it, let me know. I need to know that I explained it well because it matters to me. I want to help you. I want to support you. I want to encourage you to become more and more of who you want to be, doing more and more of what you want to do with more and more of the people who you want to be with and in ways that you enjoy so that you can really flourish as a human being. We came to this beautiful blue planet to be alive for a limited period of time. It's a limited engagement, people. Let's not waste our time. Let's use this and let's really fully expand the potential of who we came here to be. And so thank you for joining me. My name is Mark Shepard. Lately I've been called the singing hypnotist, and I'm going to play with that for the next 90 days and see where that goes. It feels really congruent right now. And that's the other thing. You want to check in with your body. Does this feel congruent? Right? I had a client once, since we're speaking of weight loss, I had a client who, one of the things we had to clear before he could lose weight was his fear that if he lost the weight, it would threaten his marriage because then other women would be attracted to him, right? And it would not be good for him and his wife. And this guy was 70, right? He was afraid of being so attractive to women that it would cause trouble with his marriage. So we had to clear that. That's it. Sometimes there's stuff that if I get this, what bad thing will happen? And that's all something that I would work with you if we did a breakthrough session. We would make sure we cleared all of the things that might be stoppers, as many as possible. Sometimes there's past life stuff. My friend Michael Guerin and I were talking about some past life stuff. He had an experience, a vivid experience of being in World War II and being shot by a sniper's bullet, and when we did a breakthrough session years ago, that was one of the first things we cleared, and it immediately changed his life, clearing that past life experience. So we are kind of complicated, we're kind of mysterious, and this is kind of an entry level for you. If you want to go deeper, there's lots of ways you can go deeper with me. Send me an email. I want to hear from you. Please engage with me. There's nobody else on the planet doing what I'm doing exactly the way I'm doing it, and you have found me. So let's make the best use of the fact that somehow we have found each other in this universe. And I'm here to help. I'm here to support you. I'm here to encourage you, because this is the work I'm doing on myself, and I want to share it because it has transformed my life. And it feels so much better to be alive now than when I was in my 20s. And I wish I had learned this sooner, but it's the process, and you are learning it exactly at the right time for your life, and I'm learning and teaching at exactly the right time for my life. And I'm curious to see what songs I wrote last night, because I went deep in trance and I don't remember what I wrote, but I had the presence of mind to turn on the camera. And so Mark Shepard, the singing hypnotist, transformational thought person, modern Jedi mind mastery teacher. That's it for today. Day 2 of the 90-day challenge has commenced. This is the important part. So take some time with this. Take some time and get this, and I will see if I can hopefully remember, after I turn on the video camera, to have links to some of the other videos where I go deeper into this technique for your information if you want to go deeper. All right, so thanks so much, Mark Shepard. And by the way, I have courses. I have hypnosis sessions at honesthypnosis.com, and if you'd like to go deeper with me, you can check those out as well. But as always, I want to hear from you. All right, thanks. Mark Shepard, over and out for now. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.